Well, I'm working on the lights today, the external marker lights, and these I bought online, and they are very, very close to what the original ones looked like, I believe, because the hole pattern for the original ones is almost exactly the same. You can see that I had to just open up these holes just a little bit to make it fit with where the screws would go in straight, but that's pretty good. And you also notice that this light just has one wire coming out of it, and this is the hot wire. It's grounded by the screws going through these holes into the aluminum, and it just goes to the common ground of the trailer. So that's what I've been working on this morning. And although I connected the white wire from the ground wire from the tow vehicle connection, I grounded it to the frame up under here. You can't see it, but that didn't reach to the aluminum skin of this camper for some reason, so I ran an extra wire, which you can see right here. I just ran it up under that screw right there, which got it into the aluminum skin of the camper, and that caused it to start working so that the lights would work. And I'm really being cautious about any leaks that might come through where the wires come through the skin of the camper. So I don't know how these are supposed to go on. This is the first time I've ever done this, but I'm putting putty tape in here, this butyl tape, all the way around here and all the way around the inside of this groove, just to make sure I have a watertight seal. So I've cut this tape right down the middle and made it thinner so I could have some thin strips to put around the light on the exterior, and then right around where the connection is, where it goes through the skin of the camper. And this should be big enough to cover the hole, but sometimes these holes, I don't know why, but they kind of gouged a pretty big hole to pull that wire through when they manufactured the camper. So this is the way I've done this to hopefully keep it from leaking. And you can see it sticks up pretty good, but especially the ones that go on the front and back go across the ridges, which it has to kind of fill in. It's not going to fit flush anyway, so it kind of has to fill in some gaps. So that's the reason it's got that sticking up like that. Well, I got the front 7 lights on, and I got the wiring redone going from front to back underneath, and started raining pretty hard, so I had to go inside. I got all the rest of the lights prepared to put on, but I'm going to have to let it stop raining and get dried out some before I can finish putting those lights on. So I'm going to look at the wheels. The wheels that came on it are not the original wheels. I did get the original wheels, and I had those sandblasted and primed. So I plan on painting them red, same color red as on the camper, and so I'm going to work on that now, just testing that out. Here's one of the original wheels. I think this is the spare because it looks a little bit different. I'm not sure it had a hubcap. I think it could put a hubcap over it, but I'm not sure it would take the same size small moon hubcap that the others take. But anyway, I'm going to spray this one and see how that works and see how many coats I think I may need to have to put on that. So I've sanded some. It was primed after they sandblasted it. They primed it, and so it was a little rough. So I sanded it a little bit, and then did some Scotch-Brite on it and wiped it all down good to get a little smoother. So we'll see how that works. Well, my goal today was to get all the external lights on and working, and before I went on vacation I was having trouble, couldn't figure out what was going on, why they wouldn't work. So finally got that working this morning and got the rest of them put on. So all of them are on and working now, and even got the tail lights put on, and the brakes and blinkers work. So I'm excited to get all that done.